Just taking it easy. You total darkness over there. Try to see if I can't bring you into the light.
Yeah, let me flip the light real quick. I'm laying down. But I just had a question that I got a few questions, but I just want this one question. I want to see, do you know it? I don't know if you're paying attention to the situation that's going on with the YSL Rico case. I want to do that have anything going on with the judicial system?
Well, every case that's going into court goes through the judicial system. The judicial system is the court system.
Mm.
So anybody in court is in the judicial system. They are tied up with them people.
So that is a separate entity from what's going on with the government, is what you're saying, in a sense?
No, it's all tied together.
Mm. Do you think that is like a basically like that's scripted? Because I feel like it's scripted in a sense.
Which cases you talking
With Young
about?
Thug and all those.
Oh yeah, Young Thug's situation is he was making money, and he was trying to hold on to ownership to his masters and distribution, and they didn't want him to keep it.
Okay.
That's what they gave him a case, but that ain't what he fighting.
I believe that.
He really fighting to be the master of his own destiny, and they designed it as a criminal prosecution. The same with Young Dolph. Young Dolph case got some anomalies in it. But I know that Empire Records was trying to cash in an insurance policy on him and also seize his masters because they was his distributor. Right. And if he's gone, then that's a loss to the company that they can recoup through the insurance agencies. That's what Soulja Boy, right after Dolph situation came on and was like, we don't move like that in Memphis. That's somebody else. He knew it wasn't homegrown, so he had to put it out in the public domain, and I caught it. He don't know who them people is on their land. All of the chiefs in the town know there's imposters on the land, but they don't know who they are or what to do about them. But they know how they move. They move funny style.
And so that's another reason why, because I feel like you're saying that it's chiefs on the land and that they all know their position. And I just feel like if they in a higher up role as far as like with notoriety and influence on the people, because like I pay attention to stuff like that, like with people with high influences or whatnot. So when I come into the realization of what's going on, it's kind of hard to decipher is who really like standing for us and actually will make the initiative to speak the truth. You feel me? Especially we got an influence, but if it's still in the age of as to if you speaking the truth, you still could get persecuted, then that's understandable. But if we in the age of that everything is falling down, I don't understand as to why like most of the influences that
Okay, this will make it real easy for you to understand. Until our people put us back in power, they gonna run this simulation till they can't run it no more. That's all they can do. So police gonna be trying to arrest folks. Not all police, because some of them got stickers on the back of their car basically saying that they off duty permanently. They just driving the car around town. There's a couple cities got those cars with the sticker on them. I think it's like 9 active duty police officers, some shit. And they running out of money, and they just trying to doing all of these shenanigans to look like they in power and that they stronger than they really is. That's the art of war. When you weak, appear strong. When you strong, appear weak. It's a grand delusion. So until we take this shit all the way back over, they're not gonna stop doing whatever they can get away with. They only gonna do what they can get away with.
And we the ones supposed to hold them accountable.
Yep. But right now, we got to hold them accountable by listening to people like Chief Warhorse telling us what's been going on so we can get caught up to where we at now, right? So if she giving you the background, I'm telling you in real
Yeah, I'll
time.
be tapping
And
in
then
with
the oracles is flipping out the near future.
You say oracles, those are the tarot readers, if I'm not
They
mistaken.
use different means, but they seers. They can see and translate spiritually into the common language so you can understand what spirit is saying.
Cool. Well, that was all my questions that I had for you as far as that. I appreciate you, brother R.A.'s.
All right, appreciate you too, nephew. I'm gonna take another caller in now.
All right, thank you.
Yeah. Got this layer. Come on in here and give my eyes a hug.
Peace. How you doing?
Hey, sweetie, how you doing?
Good. I'm so excited. I just love you. I feel like, oh no, I feel like I'm like you really my uncle. Like we really family.
I'm glad I had that effect on you.
Yes, you do. So I have a question for you because um I was speaking to Brother Bedell not too long ago, and he told me that he had spoke with you in regards to this young lady. Her name is Elena Denan. Do you know who I'm talking about?
Not right off, but me and Bedell only had a couple of conversations, so it won't be hard for me to figure out.
Okay, so they have this book. It's called The Cedars, right?
I know exactly what you're talking about now.
Okay, and so it's by Elena Denan, and she was talking about that she had an encounter with Enki,
Mm-hmm.
right? And she was saying how Enlil is gone. He's not on Earth anymore.
No, they jacked his ass.
Okay, so
He
he's
got
gone.
snatched up out of proverbial collar.
Yeah, so that's what I'm hearing. And then it also said like a lot of the grays are gone off of Earth too.
Yeah, those were the ones they was laboratory creations used for experimental purposes in hostile places. So yeah, most of them are gone.
Okay, so
Most of most of the ones that you're gonna see don't look no different than a regular human that you would see. And they got every color. So
okay, so I had a couple questions, right? So one of the questions I had was about they say that it's billions of people here on Earth, and I feel like a lot of people here who are here are like how do you put it? Bots. More like bots.
NCPs, 9 character
Right.
players.
So is it really billions of people that are here on Earth or no?
That's what they tell us. It's supposed to be 8.4 billion. But I personally don't believe it.
Okay. That's one of the questions I had. The other question that I had was so right now they said that a lot of the Galactic Federations came back and they're here now because a lot of they don't have any power. Like a lot of the old people who were here, who were infiltrating us, don't have any more power anymore.
That's true.
Okay, so
So what happened on Earth? We had a nuclear holocaust,
mhm,
and on the heels of that, it affected other star systems. And because other star systems was affected, a coalition that we call the Galactic Council moved in on an area that was unrestricted. It was an unrestricted free will universe. But during the Kali Yuga, we was just under. It was a restricted free will universe, meaning that the ones there, they can remain and use their free will to try to break free, but can't nobody leave or can't nobody go in without having special cause. So
okay.
we was isolated in order to fight this war.
Okay, so and then my last question, because I could ask you a whole bunch of questions, but
Mhm.
because I know it's other people who want to get on. But my last question that I wanted to ask, So where are we right now? Like, I know a lot of people are telling people to go within, raise the frequency, because that's one of my main things that I talk about. But where are we now? Like, what should we be doing right now in this moment?
If we at the part where no matter how smart you is, you can't see what's coming next. It's too close upon you. Until it happens, you won't be able to see it.
But
So
what should we be doing to be prepared, though? You know.
The only thing I could tell you for the aftermath or the flip side, in the meantime, study family banking, organizational structure, so you can put the family back together, right? And what else? You should be already stocked up on food and water.
Yeah.
Right. So the blackout can last anywhere from 30 minutes to 30 days. We don't know.
Yeah, I know that's
when the
coming
money
for sure. That's coming. I can see it. Yeah.
Yeah, the catalyst is going to be the collapse of the dollar.
Right. That's coming really soon.
Yeah. So when they run out of money, it's going to freeze the system. It's going to be like somebody just slammed the whole country on brakes.
Okay, so are they gonna be able to come up with this one world currency that they're saying, like this Fed now, and all the things that they're saying that they're gonna do?
They go into family banking. They don't have international digital currency archive for you to be able to do international trade using digital currency, but you also gonna have hard currency too, right? The old people that was trying to take over, they would have went to straight digital currency, and everything that you tried to buy, you would have to get clearance to purchase over a certain amount, almost like a luxury tax. Yeah, that's not the system we accepted. That's not acceptable to the earthborn. So they had to make a compromise. The compromise is to have both hard currency and digital currency, and they'll be interchangeable because all currency is now going to be backed by some form of substance. Gross national product, gross domestic product, but most of them going to be gold and silver to keep as many currencies on the same value ratio as every other country.
Okay.
So whatever a dollar buy you in America, a dollar gonna buy you in Ethiopia, India, China, or England, because it's only gonna be $1 worth of gold or silver. So
it's all gonna be the same across the board. Okay.
Yeah, the value of the international exchange of gold and silver is gonna determine the value of the money.
Okay. Well,
and then all other currencies will trickle off of that. I was on Dr. G a little earlier today. I don't know, House of Reawakened Minds. I was telling her that when they come back online, if you got money in the bank while the bank was froze, they're gonna automatically convert it into crypto.
Really?
Yeah, some form of digital currency in order to make sure you don't lose your money.
Oh.
Yeah, when the economy collapse, anybody who had money in the bank, the government's supposed to seize it.
So, okay, so what do you say about people who pull out all of their money out the banks, right?
This was going to happen to the money you got as cash.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They got the dollar, because I know people were saying that they're going to do that.
Yeah, they better get it for the banks collapse, because once the banks collapse, it's freezing every account. Yeah. The new government is going to pay back whatever is in your account if it's in the bank with digital currency, and then there's going to be an amnesty period. However much U.S. notes you have, Federal Reserve notes you have, then there'll be no questions asked. Turn it in, and they're going to give you an option of emolument, which means the backing of the currency, or you'll be able to deposit it on digital debit.
Wow. Okay, this is my last question.
Go ahead. You good?
I got one more question. Okay. So what was it? God, it just
When the currency change, all mortgages are
okay.
erased because it's a clause in all mortgage contracts that say if the state currency change, it voids the mortgage out and the property revert to the person who took the mortgage out to make sure that nobody's homeless.
So what are they gonna do about like land and stuff, like when, like, let's say, the grid shuts down, right? And people are in apartments and houses that they don't own and things like that. Like, what's gonna happen with that?
That's probably one of the things they're working on in the problem solving group because renters, that's some new shit to
Right,
us. Before these people came over here, everybody had their own living
right,
quarters. And whenever those living quarters became where they couldn't live in them, they went to Big Mama house.
right.
Right. So now you got something called a renter. That's something I do know that one of the first things is everybody that's sleeping on the street, they got to be there by choice. They can't be there because they can't afford a place to live. That's not tolerated. And it's gonna be somebody in every city gonna be giving free food away while it lasts for that day, every day. It might be the same person, might be a different person, but it's gonna be a free food giveaway because them people that was sleeping on the street, they've been hungry, right? Once we get done fully stabilizing the new system, then the sisters over here that want to take part in the delegation is going to be going around the world on peacekeeping missions, feeding and clothing and um, assessing how to feed the people in the local areas around the world, right? So one of the major parts about Ethiopia is the drought. Well, dig some fucking wells. Stop waiting for the rain,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
Siphon water in off the ocean with a reverse osmosis machine to purify the water to make it drinkable. Stop waiting on the rain,
Yeah.
right? It's solutions to problems. That's it. Under the matriarchy, every problem has a solution, and the chief's job is to find it. We got to find the solution to the problems until we hit this golden age where everybody is living their best life simultaneously, creating heaven on earth. And it
Okay.
come through y'all. It
Okay. So
come through y'all. Y'all inherit. Y'all are the first heirs to the wealth of the earth. The women.
I feel that. I feel that on an
That's
energetic level.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's tied to the contract for y'all to bring life in, to carry the portal of life and to bring new life into the earth. And y'all gotta have the ability to secure the children and protect them for 7 generational increments. And once the women decide to do that, then the males, supposed to rally the troops to assist, right? And all tribes, cultures are local to that tribe. They families. Everybody family got a different tradition, but some family traditions has crossed into multiple families,
That's true.
and that make it where we can read kindreds from clean across the land. We could pull up on a picnic, walk up in there, and know that these is also our people. For you know it, we eating barbecue and dancing in the hustle line with everybody else.
Facts. That's a
And we
fact.
were like, I was just going to the park to play some ball. I ain't intend on having no family reunion with some family I never knew I had.
That is
But
fact.
that's us, and when you walk up there, they don't have to know who you is. You could be a total stranger. They go, come on over here and get you a plate, girl.
Hmm.
You look like you famished. The mamas gonna feed you.
Yeah.
That's what they do.
I, re-
That's where the
I, re-
love
I
transfer through the
remember those
food.
days though, like back growing up in Hot Springs, Arkansas. Like that's how it really used to be. Like you could go
Hmm.
anywhere and they're gonna feed you. Everybody's cool. I miss those days.
Look, right now, my Uncle Matt live on County Farm Road, Magnolia. If he put out the word he having a fish fry and everybody coming, they bringing fish, cornmeal, loaves of bread. Everybody got something.
Yep.
And on their way, they calling to see, hey, what you need me to bring, Uncle